Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we are continuing on with the vehicle script, and I thought if I come down here, before we actually get the rest of these functions filled out, it might be a good idea to actually complete these two first for the vehicle movement and vehicle reverse movement. So let's come inside the first one, vehicle movement, and I'm not going to spend too much time explaining this because it's pretty much the same as what we did for the enemy AI. So it just has a change of variable naming conventions, obviously, so if you need a refresh course, obviously you can go back and view that video if you wish. But let's begin now, and we're going to say underscore vehicle movement direction is going to be equal to a new vector3, and we'll open and close brackets. Let's close that line off. We'll come inside the brackets and we'll say 0, 0, and then we'll say plus, and then we want the current speed. So let's get that into the comments. And we'll say vehicle movement direction equals new vector by the current speed. And then we'll come below here and we'll say underscore vehicle movement direction is going to be equal to vehicle transform dot, and then we want transform direction, open and close brackets. Let's come inside those brackets now, and we're going to say underscore, and we want the vehicle movement direction, and we'll come to the end here and we'll say dot normalized. So let's close that line off and we'll break it up for commenting. So I'm going to enter here, and let's enter here as well. So let's get this into the comments. We're going to say vehicle movement direction equals, we'll come to the next line, vehicle transform by the actual movement direction. And let's come below here, and we're going to say the vehicle movement direction, and we're going to say times, then equals underscore the current speed. Let's close that line off into the comments. So we're going to say vehicle movement direction equals, let's how to word this. We'll say vehicle transform by move direction times the current speed. Okay, yeah, that's a fairly long comment, but it is accurate. So we define our movement direction by a vector3, which we've done a lot of vector3s. And we're going to say vehicle movement direction equals the vehicle's transform dot transform direction by the movement direction. And then we'll say that the vehicle movement directions times equals the current speed. And then we're going to say collision flags equals, and we're going to say the underscore, and then it's the vehicle controller that we need, dot move. Open and close brackets, let's close that line off. Underscore, and then we want vehicle movement direction times time dot delta time. And sorry about that, I've obviously caught a wrong button. I just looked away from the screen there for a moment. But let's break this up for commenting. Let's enter here. And let's get this into the comments. So we'll say collision flags equals, and then we'll say the vehicle controller. Yeah, I'll put movement as well. Let's come down to the line below. And we'll say by movement direction. So this is the point in the script where we actually move the vehicle, because we are moving the vehicle controller as we've done before. We're making sure that this is times and equals the current speed, which matches up here. And we've been through this. If you can remember, the dot normalize creates a stable or consistent speed. So if you can't remember what that is for, that's why dot normalized is used. But as I said, this is the same as what we've done previously, so obviously you can go back and watch them old videos if you wish. But I don't want to reiterate or go in depth too much about constantly, because I know we've done this quite a few times now, so I don't want to keep reiterating information that most of you will probably be aware of. So I've copied and pasted the whole code into the vehicle reverse movement, and it is pretty much the same. So we just need to change this from a plus to a minus, and we'll just change the word by in the comments to minus the current speed, and that is it. We don't need to change anything else. So we'll just save that off. So when we're in a state where the vehicle is actually moving, we can just call one or the other of these functions. And obviously not every state has a movement. For example, the first 3 states here, and obviously the very last state here. But we have that in place now, and in the next video we can actually continue on and begin to fill out these functions and start to begin to test our script. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.